First, know a soul within sustains the heaven and earth, the plains of water, and the gleaming globe of the moon, the Titan sun, the stars. And mind that pours through every member mingles with that great body. Born of these, the race of men and cattle, flying things, and all the monsters that the sea has bred beneath its glassy surface. Fiery energy in these seeds, their source is heavenly. But they are dulled by harmful bodies, blunted by their own earthly limbs, their mortal members. Because of these they fear and long, and sorrow and joy. They do not see the light of heaven. They are dungeoned in their darkness and blind prison. And when the final day of life deserts them, then, even then, not every ill, not all the plagues of body quit them utterly. And this must be, for taints so long congealed cling fast and deep in extraordinary ways. Therefore they are schooled by punishment and pay with torments for their old misdeeds. Some there are purified by air, suspended and stretched before the empty winds. For some the stain of guilt is washed away beneath a mighty whirlpool, or consumed by fire. First each of us must suffer his own shade. Then we are sent through wide Elysium. A few of us will gain the fields of gladness until the finished cycle of the ages, with lapse of days, annuls the ancient stain and leaves the power of ether pure in us, the fire of spirit simple and unsoiled. But all the rest, when they have passed time's circle for a millennium, are summoned by the god to Lethe in a great assembly, that free of memory they may return beneath the curve of the upper world, that they may once again begin to wish for bodies. Anchises ended, drew the Sibyl and his son into the crowd, the murmuring throng, then gained a vantage from which he could scan all of the long array that moved toward them, to learn their faces as they came along. Listen to me. My tongue will now reveal the fame that is to come from Dardan's sons, and what Italian children wait for you, bright souls that are about to take your name. In them I shall unfold your fates. The youth you see there, leaning on his headless spear, by lot is nearest to the light, and he will be the first to reach the upper air and mingle with Italian blood. In Alban, his name is Silvius, your last-born son. For late in your old age, Lavinia, your wife, will bear him for you in the forest, and he will be a king and father kings. Through him our race will rule in Alba Longa. Next, Procas stands, pride of the Trojan race. Then Capys, Numitor, and he who will restore your name as Silvius Aeneas, remarkable for piety in arms, if he can ever gain his Alban kingdom. What young men you see here, what powers they display, and how they bear the civic oak that shades their brows. For you they will construct Nomentum, Gabii, Fidena's city, and with the ramparts of Colatia, Pometia, and Castrum Inui, and Bola, Cora, they will crown the hills. These will be names that now are nameless lands. More, Romulus, a son of Mars, he will join Numitor, his grandfather, on earth, when Ilia, his mother, gives him birth out of the bloodline of Assaracus. You see the double plumes upon his crest. His parent Mars already marks him out with his own emblem for the upper world. My son, it is beneath his auspices that famous Rome will make her boundaries as broad as earth itself, will make her spirit the equal of Olympus, and enclose her 7 hills within a single wall, rejoicing in her race of men. Just as the Berecynthian mother, tower-crowned, when through the Phrygian cities she rides on her chariot, glad her sons are gods, embraces 100 sons of suns, and every one a heaven dweller with his home on high. Now turn your 2 eyes here to look upon your Romans, your own people. Here is Caesar, and all the line of Iulus that will come beneath the mighty curve of heaven. This is the man you heard so often promised, Augustus Caesar, son of a god, who will renew a golden age in Latium, in fields where Saturn once was king, and stretch his rule beyond the Garamantes and the Indians, a land beyond the paths of year and sun, beyond the constellations, where on his shoulders, heaven-holding Atlas revolves the axis set with blazing stars. And even now, at his approach, the kingdom of Caspia and the land of Lake Meotis shudder before the oracles of gods. The 7 mouths of Nile in terror tremble. For even Hercules himself had never crossed so much of the earth, not even when he shot the brazen-footed stag, and brought peace to the groves of Erymanthus, and made Lerna's monster quake before his arrows. Nor he who guides his chariot with reins of vine leaves Victor Bacchus, as he drives his tigers down from Nisa's steepest summits. And do we then still hesitate to extend our force in acts of courage? Can it be that fear forbids our settling in Ausonia?